After the tremendous success of our first video, you guys demanded more fascinating One Piece facts, and we couldn't resist delivering. So here we are with 52 mind-blowing facts about the most popular anime, One Piece. But before we dive in, here's a quick spoiler warning, as some facts are from the manga. Did you know that Eiichiro Oda, the mastermind behind One Piece, is a sleep ninja? He sleeps only 3 hours, from 2 a.m. to 5 a.m., and never takes leave on holidays or festivals to keep the production going. But wait, do you know what's even more amazing than his sleep schedule? That One Piece is a record breaker. It's one of the longest running manga series, and thanks to the love and support of its fans, it holds a Guinness World Record. Approximately 321 million manga copies were sold from 1997 to 2014. That's mind-boggling, isn't it? Hey, did you catch the surprise of the Tokyo Olympics 2020? Our beloved Luffy, a character from One Piece, served as an ambassador. And guess what? One of the Olympic players imitated Luffy's iconic second gear pose before a match and ended up winning the gold medal. Talk about inspiration from the Grand Line. Alright, time for a Straw Hat Crew question. Who do you think is the weakest member? Many believe it's Nami, but according to Oda, it's actually Usopp. Despite his fighting abilities, he ranks last among the crew members. Quite unexpected, right? But what's more unexpected is that One Piece's anniversary celebration brought some news. Eiichiro Oda already has the ending planned. By the end of 2023, approximately 90% of the story will be covered. But don't get too impatient. We still have to wait a few more years to see how it all concludes. The anticipation is killing me. Now this fact is for the international fans. As we know, One Piece's popularity knows no borders. But do you know that One Piece is dubbed into 20 different languages? Which is really amazing. Not even TV shows or movies have that many dubs. Wow, the world just can't get enough of the Straw Hat Pirates. Now I have a question for you. Have you ever wondered why Oda set sail with One Piece? And why didn't he want a regular job? It's because he was too lazy to do so. His first manga series, Wanted, led him to become one of the world's best mangaka. And boy, are we glad he followed his passion. Hey Dragon Ball lovers, this one's for you. Did you know Oda's love for the series heavily influenced One Piece? He wanted Luffy to have a childlike personality, caring deeply for friends and family, just like Goku. What a heartwarming inspiration for our favorite rubbery pirate. Now hold on to your hearts, because emotional revelations await. The creators of One Piece poured their hearts and souls into the series. Oda even shed tears while drawing Mary's funeral, and the excitement of drawing Wano Kingdom's page was a highlight in his life. Passion and tears fuel this epic adventure, making it all the more special. But here's a fascinating tidbit for you. One Piece's journey didn't start as a weekly manga. Oda released 2 one-shots known as Romance Down before turning it into the beloved weekly series we adore today. It's incredible how a single decision can shape history and bring us such an extraordinary world. Get ready to witness a crossover extravaganza. One Piece and Dragon Ball collided in a special collaboration. And you know what happened? Luffy got to ride Nimbus, Goku's iconic cloud. It's a meeting of legendary proportions, and fans couldn't ask for more. Now let's take a nostalgic trip down memory lane. Character designs in One Piece have come a long way. Nami, Chopper, and others have had realistic initial designs, but the current versions are adorably unique. And did you know Zoro's original role was quite different too? The evolution of our favorite characters is truly remarkable. Chopper, the lovable pet of the Straw Hat Crew. He brings in new animals as potential crew members, only to have them cooked by Sanji. Poor Chopper! With a bounty of 100 berries, he dreams of having more than 100 million berries. Dreams do come true, right? Keep hoping, little reindeer. Here's a fun connection across dimensions. One Piece and Naruto, both released in 1997, share a history. Sanji was initially named Naruto, but the name has recently changed to avoid confusion with the upcoming Naruto manga. A nod of respect between 2 amazing series, don't you think? As we are all aware, the Sky Island arc introduced us to an electrifying villain, Enel, claiming to be a god of thunder, but in the One Piece world, he's considered a pirate with a bounty of 500 million berries on his head. Amazing, right? But will he come back for revenge? Let's leave it to Oda. Speaking of Oda, did you know that Eiichiro Oda draws inspiration from classic literature too? Take the Impel Down arc for instance. It's inspired by the 9 circles of hell from Dante Alighieri's Divine Comedy. How cool is that? Oda's creativity knows no bounds. Now here's something unique about our protagonist, Monkey D. Luffy. Despite numerous intense fights in the series, Luffy has never killed any of his opponents. Isn't that remarkable? It adds to his unique character as a pirate with a strong sense of honor. But that's not all. Many characters and events in One Piece are based on real pirate stories and historical figures. For example, the legendary Goldie Roger story is inspired by the French pirate Olivier Levasseur, who left behind a puzzle pendant at his execution. Whoever solves it will inherit the treasure. Isn't that an exciting twist? Did you know that the halfway point of One Piece's epic journey was reached in chapter 547, Escaping the Island, both in the manga and anime? It feels like there's still so much adventure ahead. One Piece isn't just a total fiction story, it also is influenced by real-world pop culture. You'll find intriguing references like Ivanka from the Revolutionary Army, inspired by Tim Curry's character Dr. Frankenfurter from Rocky Horror Picture Show. And the Thriller Bark arc is connected to Michael Jackson's Thriller video, showcasing Oda's love for pop songs. And hold on tight, because Oda's fun and quirky side shines through when he answers weird questions about his characters. For example, he once described Frankie as being like a bull with the color blue representing him. That's why Frankie has blue hair, and even the general Frankie robot is blue. Keep your eyes peeled, because when you reread the One Piece manga or watch the anime, you'll find shout-outs from Oda. He loves to include references to his name, One Piece, and even characters from his previous works. It's like a treasure hunt throughout the series. And speaking of emotional moments, did you know there are actual graves for Fire Fist Ace and Whitebeard in Japan? Universal Studios Japan created these graves, allowing fans to pay their respects to these beloved characters. Now my respect for Japan has really increased. Hey, are you feeling fashionable? Because One Piece characters have strutted their stuff as models for Armani Exchange. Oda collaborated with designers to create costumes fans could purchase during the releases of One Piece Film Strong World and One Piece Film Z. Now that's some stylish pirate power! If you're planning a trip to Japan, you're in for a treat. Experience the world of One Piece through themed restaurants and theme parks. Don't forget to visit the life-size Thousand Sunny, Luffy's pirate ship. It's an adventure you won't want to miss. Now let's talk about our beloved crew members. Despite being considered monsters in the One Piece world, both Zoro and Chopper are known for their kind-hearted natures and caring personalities. They prove that appearances can be deceiving. And here's an interesting fact for our swordsmen. The Straw Hat Pirates boast not one, but two skilled swordsmen, Roronoa Zoro and Brook. Zoro's fighting style is inspired by Japanese culture, while Brook's sword fighting style is based on that of British swordsmen. They're a dynamic duo indeed. Now, let's focus on friendship. Frankie and Usopp share similar life experiences, both growing up with few friends and without any family. They both became craftsmen and long-range fighters, and their friendship was forged through the damage to the Mary, the beloved ship of the Straw Hat crew. Speaking of crew members, Blackbeard is an intriguing character in One Piece, but did you know that he's inspired by the real pirate Blackbeard? Just like his historical counterpart, Blackbeard affiliates with the government and later betrays them. The parallels make the story even more riveting. Did you know that in Japan, there's a unique way to test your IQ related to One Piece? The University of Japan uses questions based on the series, making it an interesting challenge for all you One Piece fans out there. Now let's dive into some heartbreaking yet loyalty-filled moments in One Piece. Did you notice that two female characters betrayed Luffy and his crew out of a desire to protect them from danger? Their actions might have been heartbreaking, but they show the depth of their loyalty and love for the crew. But that's not all. One Piece contains many references to the real world, making it an even more engaging series. Take the Skypiea arc, for example, which parallels the historical conflict between America and the Red Indian tribe. It's a fascinating showcase of cultural complexities and land disputes. Now, let's have some fun connecting character introductions. Have you ever noticed the striking similarities in the character introductions of Sanji and Brook? Both are depicted in black suits holding hot beverages, Sanji with his hot soup and Brook with his hot coffee. They sure know how to make an entrance. Moving on to the Alabasta arc, did you know that it draws numerous references from Egyptian culture, including clothing and location names? Oda really took real-life inspiration and made a connection to ancient Egypt, which definitely adds a captivating layer to the story, doesn't it? Did you know that throughout the battle at Marineford, Whitebeard received a mind-boggling 267 sword wounds, 52 gunshots, and 46 cannonball shots? But here's the jaw-dropping part. He didn't have a single scar on his back. It goes to show that Whitebeard never ran from a fight in his entire life, and even after enduring a whopping 465 blows, he died standing tall. Now let's delve into some fun speculation. Imagine if Eiichiro Oda had a real-life devil fruit power. Crazy, right? But he once revealed that if he had to choose, he'd choose Nico Robin's Hana Hana no Mi, as it would help him draw One Piece faster than ever before. That's a unique choice, isn't it? So, what about you? If you had the chance, which devil fruit power would you pick? The possibilities are endless. Hold on to your hats, because here comes a shocker. Did you know the supernovas, including our favorite swordsman Zoro, were actually a last-minute addition to the story? Oda didn't plan them from the start, but they sure made a splash in the One Piece world. And speaking of Zoro, did you know he's the only supernova without a devil fruit? Meanwhile, Killer ate a defective smile fruit in Wano, making him a devil fruit user. Zoro's the unique one in the group. But wait, there's more fascinating trivia! Originally, Zoro was meant to be a bodyguard for none other than the legendary Buggy the Clown. Can you imagine how different the story would have been? Time is of the essence in One Piece. From Luffy leaving to become a pirate until the time skip, everything happened in just 4 months in the story. However, the anime took a whole 12 years to reach that point. Talk about dedication from the creators! Let's learn something unique about Mr. 2. Unlike other Baroque Works members, he never had a female partner. The reason? Because he identifies as both male and female. One Piece characters are as diverse as they come. Get ready for a mind-boggling observation. Throughout the story, Zoro has never once called Sanji by his name. Now that's some serious commitment to nicknames. What's the story behind their humorous rivalry? Speaking of brain power, did you know Nami ranks as the third smartest character from the East Blue? Only Ben Beckman and Captain Kuro are ahead of her in the intelligence game. Quite impressive, right? But do you know what's more impressive? Usopp's birthday, which falls on April 1st, and we all know that day stands for April Fool's Day. How fitting for the Master of Lies! One Piece always keeps us entertained with its clever details. Speaking of the details, have you ever wondered what caused the lightning during Luffy's execution in Loketown? Well, according to many fan theories, there's also a strong possibility it was none other than Dragon, Luffy's father and leader of the revolutionaries. Talk about electrifying family connections. Now brace yourself for a mind-bending revelation. Sabo, the revolutionary and Luffy's long-lost brother, had the same design as a background character during Luffy's planned execution. Could it have been him all along? The plot thickens. Believe it or not, Oda's wife, Chiaki Inaba, is a One Piece fan too. And guess what's even crazier? Oda saw her perform on stage as Nami the cat burglar. Talk about a match made in heaven. Who would have thought the creator himself would have such a personal connection to the world of One Piece? Hold on to your hats, because this next fact is mind-blowing. Brook mentioned hearing about Roger during Luffy's planned execution in Loketown. But here's the kicker. Lightning struck during that scene, most likely created by none other than Luffy's father, Dragon. Talk about foreshadowing of epic proportions. Now let's delve into the origins of Devil's Fruit. Did you know Oda specifically chose to give Luffy a rubber-based devil fruit to maintain the wacky, fun, and childlike energy of the series, no matter the seriousness of the plot? It's all about striking the perfect balance between adventure and amusement. Here's what makes Oda a true mastermind. While his story is incredibly original, he also loves to do research, and his fascination with films, books, and history shines through the series. That's why we get characters like Blackbeard, Jewelry Bonnie, and Alvida, all based on real-life pirates. Oda's attention to detail is simply astounding. Here's a fun fact about Goldie Roger's iconic facial hair. Can you believe Oda originally planned for it to be nasal hair? Thankfully, he changed his mind and gave Roger a more stylish look. Can you imagine the Pirate King with nasal hair? Phew, that would have been quite the sight. But wait, before we wrap things up, here's a bonus fact for you. Did you know that you can watch amazing videos like this by subscribing to this channel? Don't miss out on all the fascinating content that awaits you.